Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I am at 1035 South Street in Pittsfield, Mass. at the future site of a brand new Lipton Car Wash, and today I am with Michael Lipton, the CEO of Lipton Incorporated. Michael, thank you for taking the time to do this today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, my pleasure. This is quite the project I'm looking at here. It's amazing what you have going here. So we all know it's going to be a car wash. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you're going to be offering here?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we built a really good sized tunnel here so we can accommodate a lot of cars. We have 3 lanes to kind of load the cars in, get them in the queue, pay. You know, if you're a member, gates go up automatically. We can stack upwards of 30 plus cars. So I know there's a lot of traffic here, so we should be able to accommodate that and then some. Get people through, and then out back here we'll have 18 vacuums, extra wide stalls, so people can kind of take their time, vacuum out their cars. We'll have a mat washer so they can feed their mats into a machine and it'll steam clean them. And it's just, we're gonna have the latest and greatest technology and, you know, really be able to offer, you know, what others aren't able to, and kind of also leverage our brands with our loyalty program, where, you know, now people can, if they're a member of our loyalty program, they're a member of everything, you know, so they can get a discount on their car wash, they can get a discount on their oil or propane, discount on their gasoline, discount on in-store items. So it really comes together full circle now.
That's huge. And I know you've recently done some rebranding with the stores.
Yes.
They're Lipton Market now.
Yep.
This is, you know, I wasn't sure myself when I first saw this being constructed. I think a lot of people maybe thought like I did. I was picturing bays where you go in, and this is a whole different game than any other car wash we've seen in the area.
Yeah.
So it's a long track, obviously,
Yep.
and there'll be different. Can you tell us about some of the different services or packages available?
Yeah, so I mean, the technology, as I was saying, is really cutting edge. The track is not going to be, you know, the days of old where they kind of steer you in and lock your wheel in. It's just a conveyor belt now, and you just drive on. You don't even technically need an attendant, but there will be one out there spraying your car down before you go in. But your car will just glide on this track all the way through. We have the latest and greatest brushes that'll be that much more delicate on cars to avoid scratching. We have at the end a microfiber brush that'll kind of buff and shine your car, get all the water drops off of it so you don't have any spotting on your car. And then, like I said, we're gonna have 18 vacuums out here where there's 14-foot stalls. You know, we can have 2, you know, big trucks with their doors wide open right next to each other, and nobody's going to touch each other. Nobody has to worry about their car getting dinged up. There'll be garbages everywhere, vending machines everywhere. Anything car related will be here. So, you know, we're excited. We'll have an attendant on one of our loading lanes. So if people have any sort of issue signing up or they're not sure, an attendant can be right there to help them. If you're out back and you have an issue, you hit a button, an attendant will come right out and help you. So there's going to be a lot of people on staff here initially, especially, you know, right out of the gate. We'll have at least probably 5+ employees here at all times when we first open. We're looking to hire probably upwards of 12 people here. So we're going to overstaff it in the beginning, and you know, maybe we'll need that going forward, but we're going to just see. We want to make sure we have enough people here, though, right out of the gate.
Now, one of the things that is exciting to me is the way this is designed in the winter, whether it's cold out or whatever's going on. People will be able to come through here and get all the salt and the calcium chloride and those things off your vehicle, which, you know, a lot of people with a lot of the car washes we have, they wait until the temperature's up because it's just an open bay. Yep. You had mentioned something about some crazy BTU.
Oh yeah, we have a dryer at the end that's close to 1 million BTUs. Wow. So it's like it's almost like a jet engine, you know, on a plane, you know. So it's serious. It'll really get your car dry. We've got heaters all through this building. Doors are going to go up as cars come in, come down, so it locks that heat in. So my employees aren't freezing. The customers aren't, you know, freezing. We got at the end I'm not sure I got into this yet, but we have radiant heat under the concrete. End of the car wash here at the exit, underneath that concrete there is radiant heat. So that will just be heat circulating under there where nothing can freeze over that. It'll be a certain temperature, warm enough where nothing can freeze. Because at the end, when cars come out, they're going to be dripping water, and colder weather, that's going to freeze. We don't want it to be a skating rink, so this eliminates that problem right away. It cuts out any ice that could possibly form, makes it a lot safer for every car going through.
And as long as this is, obviously it can accommodate a lot of vehicles, so I don't see traffic builds up happening.
Yeah, you're looking at each lane can hold roughly 8 cars. Then you got another 3 or 4 around the bend, and then you got another 4, 5, 6 cars in here at one time. And then as they come out and come back here, we have 18 just vacuum stalls plus another 5, 6 parking spots. So people can come out here and, take their time to clean their car if they want to without holding up traffic. And
that's great, because some people do want to come out and they get the towels out and they wipe it.
Yeah, and they're not going to be kind of blocking traffic. There won't be a bottleneck out in the street. We feel that getting people in the queue as quickly as possible, getting them through, will help tremendously. We're not going to have the stickers inside the car windows anymore. We have something called license plate readers, where it's actually cameras that read your license plate. So if you're new to this and pull up, it will read your plate and store it. And then if you want to join a plan, all you have to do is enter in a couple quick steps, and it has your plate information already, and gate goes up and you go. And next time you come through, it remembers, your gate goes up again.
That's awesome. That really is.
We wanted to make it very easy to join and just frictionless. And yes, we're going to have people out with iPads, signing people up as they're in line initially, and going forward for sure. But in the beginning, there's going to be a lot of people interested, and they're not going to know, oh, should I do this or should I do that? So they'll have the people outside as well as the cashier in the window.
And you said there was, 4 different packages they can choose from?
Yeah, there'll be 4 different packages, different ways to pay. If you want to do annual, if you want to do monthly, if you want to just pay by the wash. We'll have all the same offerings, I should say, but actually that much more than what our competition offers. So we'll be very competitive out of the gate with everybody around us. We're not looking to come in and undercut everybody or be way above everybody. We're going to be very competitive. All the water used here, it's deceiving because you'd think a car wash like this is going to use a lot of water, but we have a water reclaim system. If you look outside, you can see all those manhole covers. There's roughly 8 or 10 of them, and underground, I saw it being put in. It's like a concrete bunker. What it's doing is cleaning this water and reusing it. So we're reusing upwards of 75% of the water here. And I was told a statistic that the restaurant that was here before this car wash used more water than our car wash will use, which is kind of mind-blowing, if you think about it. Because first thought here is we're going to use a pile of water here, but it's all being reclaimed and reused.
And obviously full undercarriage wash and all
everything.
that.
Yes, everything.
That's great.
Yeah.
I figured that was a given, but some of them, they don't really do what they're supposed to, at least in my personal experience.
Sure.
So what timeline are you guesstimating to try to move forward with the opening of this?
So, my general contractor's telling me we could be testing cars as soon as just after Thanksgiving. Likely it'll be, beginning of December. We got to get the bugs out of the system and test it properly. So, we're hopeful to have cars going through the beginning of December. That seems realistic to me. It seems like this project, we bought this property 2 years ago, and it's taken a long time to permit it and everything like that. But once they started building above ground, it's been very quick. So
yes.
Now we're kind of looking at all the 11th hour things, like this software has got to talk to this, has got to talk to that. So we're there, and we're excited, we're prepared. It's just, it's our first project like this in Berkshire County. So we want to get everything right out of the gate. So it's a lot of pressure, but we're ready for it. We've done it before.
I think it's great, the loyalty program with the Lipton Markets and Lipton Energy. I just think that's great. And there's a huge incentive there that you're not going to get in other places.
Yeah, absolutely. People may not realize yet that, as I said before, you join our loyalty program, you're going to get 10 cents off a gallon just by coming to our stores. Absolutely free. Don't need a card. It's all in your cell phone. Scan a code at the register. Then if you join our car wash unlimited subscription, you're going to get more cents off per gallon. So stack those. So it's going to be some real savings. And then if you're an oil or propane customer of ours, you're going to also get savings. So that's 10 cents off of that too. So if you're part of our kind of loyalty family, you're going to save on all of our companies, really.
Okay. And how can people learn more? I know you're on social media. You want to plug those?
Yeah, we're definitely on social media with Lipton Energy, Lipton Market, Lipton Car Wash. Our head of marketing is working on putting together booths for signing people up. We're training our cashiers at the store level because there's thousands of people a day coming through those stores, so that we can inform as to what we're doing. So there's a lot of chances, and we're just getting started with it. We just kind of worked out the bugs with the system and now have it really ready to go. So we're going to start really plugging it on site here, on site at any of our other retail sites that we have. So we're ready to sort of let people know what we're offering and be able to easily sign them up. This will be the main entrance right here, the only entrance in here, and you'll line up to go into the car wash. But if you're leaving, come out of the car wash and you want to leave at this side, it'll be a right turn only. So you're not going to have to like cut through a median lane that could be crowded with cars from Guido's, Starbucks, or whomever. This will make it pretty easy to just get out clean without causing a traffic hazard. And on the other side, we're going to have exit only and, well defined with arrows, very similar to what Guido's has across the street.
Awesome. Well, Michael, I can't thank you enough for your time today. This has been great, and I definitely want to come back for the grand opening.
Absolutely.
So we can do something special then.
Yeah, that'd be great. Would love to have you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again.
Thank you, Mike.
And I will talk to you soon.
Sounds good.